But I don't know. Yeah, I think it's good to have that focus. I'm curious to see where it's going to go from like a political divide.
Yeah, and one thing too, I don't think we give ourselves enough credit for what the progress we made. For example, Vietnam, right? The rivers and like Ho Chi Minh City, they're filthy, right? They're like trash, dirty.
Yeah.
And I made a comment like, man, like how your rivers so dirty? It's like, Jason, our rivers are not as clean as America, but 20 years ago, this river been on fire, gas, fuel. Like in 20 years, we've done that, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I know it's dirty, it's messy, but man, we made a lot of progress. I don't think we've given each other enough credit for the progress we made.
That's totally true. Yeah. I mean, with new information, we have taken positive steps in the right direction. And every step along the way, there's a discussion about it and a debate about it. But we're making progress, right? And I totally agree with that. It's like you shouldn't solve it all in 1 second. You got to take steps towards it, right?
So how does Violet succeed? What needs to happen for Violet to do what you want Violet to do?
Well, as of right now, Violet succeeds if Violet's technology gets out into the world at scale. That's what I believe right now. And what that enables, it enables us to develop this next stage of technology where it's this advanced sensing. So it's kind of a, if we can, help people determine unhealthy things in the air and then help eliminate them so they're breathing healthy, clean air, we've been successful. And I do believe we have the best technology to do that. And so it requires, at this point, based on our strategy, to pair with the right partner and get this out to the world, over the next couple of years. As fast as possible, really, but, these things take time. So.
And then how do y'all fail?
If we don't get our technology out to the world, it's a sales and marketing thing, right? It's a go-to-market. And so the best technology doesn't always win. And so if we don't find a way to, and I think it's not just sales and marketing, right? Like we can put this in front of people with a cool message, but if people don't care enough about it in general, as a whole, it still won't sell. And so, I think there is a bit of a movement here too that needs to happen where it's like people care enough about what they're breathing in the air, right? And so I think our long-term success also relies on government and society continuing to evolve their thinking around air and recognizing importance, because if people don't care about it, they're not going to buy it. That's just a reality.
Yeah, I think the best example of the best tech not winning, I remember when the iPod first came out, there was like way better like tech at the time, like way better, but they were like, this product is like 0.371 megaliters, all this technical stuff, Steve Jobs, 1,000 songs in a pocket. If you compare iPod to other stuff, iPad was actually like low quality, right? But he's able to, 1,000 songs, people went to it, right? Everyone else, like, there's 3.5 megahertz and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, not the best specs, but simplicity, design, marketing.
Yep.
Like, they crushed it.
Yep.
And then other superior tech specs, all failed because they couldn't get the message across and get the desire for people to pay attention to it.
Yeah.
Steve Jobs was a master of that, 100%.
So Seattle's is like ruling the clean air, clean space, right? Do you think your company would have been as successful if you were like started it somewhere else?
I think Seattle is well positioned in the kind of clean tech space, but at the same time, one of the things the pandemic did is it did kind of have this like movement outside of the typical centers, and so I think. I've heard about, friends that run companies getting investment from cities you'd never expect, right? And it's just the reality is there's wealth in every city, and people understand more about angel investment and venture capital, and so, I think it's more about the founder, and I also think that if I lived in St. Louis or somewhere else. I could look at what cities care about clean tech, and I could take a trip to Seattle for a couple of weeks. And I don't know how much of a difference it would have made. It would make some, because you build a network by living in a place. And we were involved with the University of Washington early on, and I got a lot of network through there. And that was...
Do you do anything with as an incubator here? I think it's called Clean Tech Alliance or Clean Tech 9 something. Do you do anything with them?
No, it's interesting, right? So like we are clean tech because we clean the air, but I talked about the general awareness and understanding of air. It doesn't really fit into the mold of clean tech investing.
That's kind of surprising.
It is.
That's very surprising.
It is.
Like, I mean, nothing else. You want clean air, right? You would think clean air and clean water.
So water is a huge part of clean tech. Air is not.
That's very surprising to me. That's very surprising.
And I think it's mostly pattern matching, right? So investors pattern match, and because they haven't seen the air health deals come through that space, they kind of like don't include it, even though intuitively 100% it's right there.
Yeah.
Right. But I've had a lot of good conversations with clean tech investors, but we've kind of fit more into the hardware, like hard tech, med tech, deep tech.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it really is.
It has to be frustrating to you, I would think.
It is frustrating, and it's really just
like, what do you not get? Like, what do you feel like choke them?
How does 1 + 1 not equal 2 for you? I don't understand.
So we're taking this. So obviously, there's a lot of people that are like tree huggers, very climate focused, right? People hate to say like they drive Subarus, do other stuff, and there's more people like me who are like, I get it, but I don't. Like me, I want clean air, clean water, right? Do I really, like, for example, like things in town in California where like they want to do like some kind of real estate development that about a lot of job economy, but because like one little animal was on an endangered species lease, they didn't do it right. It's like, okay, I get it, but I don't, right? Like, I'd be one thing, like, for example, a few years ago when the bees were going extinct, okay, bees are important. Like, we need to save the fucking bees, right? So how do you balance that?
Well, that's a pretty good lobbying job by that group, right? So like somebody did a really good job.
Let's save this one. I think it was a bird or something. It was some small rodent or something, right?
Yeah. And I think it's a good thing that there's those people
definitely
that much about it that can have an impact and kind of override the general kind of like the machine of big business, right? Or like development, right? So even though maybe that animal doesn't add any value to the earth for humans,
I mean, it has some part of the ecosystem. You would think it does something for the ecosystem.
And
maybe not like bees, but
I don't know. I think it's interesting. Like we should minimize putting other species extinct on the earth. And also sometimes we go to massive lengths to do that, and sometimes it doesn't match. But
like really, like
but I can appreciate it though.
Yeah, definitely. So is there anything I should ask you that I didn't, or anything else you want to talk about?
We talked about most things. I'm really excited for this next phase of Violet. I think we have a strong local ecosystem of builders, like commercial builders, that I'm really excited to partner with and just get our technology into more spaces and make a bigger difference. And I'm as motivated as ever to make it happen.
And how can people reach out to you?
I'm on LinkedIn, Brandon Doyle, Branden. And then that's the best way. Get a hold of me on LinkedIn.
And can you give us any like advice on wisdom or anything you want to talk about?
Well, I'd say get out and try things. Right? I've met enough people with great ideas that never take the first step, and so get out there in the world, talk to people, try things, build what you want to build that you're passionate about, and it just takes the first step, right?
Brandon, thank you for your time today. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
And to our listeners, thank you for your time as well. Remember to be great every day.